If you are new to NBA SuperCard and you do not know who to pick for your starter card, this is the video for you. Today, we are going to go through all the starters. We are going to rank them from worst to best to help you make the best decision possible when picking your starter, because obviously in this game and in card collecting games, stats matter, and in order to get to the next tier, you need the best possible stats, and this will kind of help you whether or not you want to make the decision, well, do I pick my favorite team that has a bad starter, or do I pick the best card in the game, or the best at least starter to help me increase my tier, help increase my deck? Now remember, at least as of right now and as of making this video, you cannot collect any other starters. So every single starter in this game is not pullable. So you only get one chance, one decision. So if there is a particular player that you want to get, then pick them, because you can't get any of the other images. You can't get any of the other cards, at least as of right now. So it's either pick the best guy or pick the best card or pick your favorite team. Either way, this video will help you make the best informative decision possible. If you saw my video where I did pull my Sapphire freebie, when I did make Sapphire tier, I basically had this exact same deck. I did have the Brittany Griner starter card. She is pretty decent. She's not the best. I can't remember if she's top 10, but she's pretty darn close to top 10. So her stats obviously do make an impact on overall deck. The only other card that's not in here right now that is the Cat Pro, which turns out to be the best gold card you can get, and everybody can get that from completing the quest. And I did have one of these Sapphires in here instead from my freebie. So if you have better emeralds, yes, that'll make your deck better. If you have, there's no really other gold pros that you can get, because Cat is the best, and then your starter card is going to be the best. And then your Sapphires that you get from your 50 game and 80 game will make a difference. So your starter will have an impact in your overall top 8 to help you get to that Sapphire tier. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button. Let me know how your NBA SuperCard journey is going so far. Pulling Sapphires at Sapphire base tier is awful. I am, in 50, 60 pulls, still not picking up Sapphires. Hopefully I can get another one real soon, but yeah, let me know how it's going, and let's get into checking out these cards. Big shout out to my man Robot for giving me all of these images and yeah, putting this list together for me. Definitely could not have done it without him, so huge thanks to Robot for getting me all the stuff I needed for this video. Now we will be ranking these from worst to best, and throughout these I'm going to give you the stats of some of them when they are completely perfect pro'd, completely maxed out, all leveled up. And just to give you some reference, the Cat card, the Cat Gold Pro that you do get for free, that is 1,001 total stats. So total stats are obviously the thing that's going to matter. These base stats before you level them up is not going to be obviously what determines it, but it'll kind of give you a reference on what cards are better than others, and which ones, at least as far as the images go, which are the images you want. So starting off at the very bottom, and this is NBA and WNBA combined, since obviously our top 8 is impacted on both of them. And honestly, my personal experience so far, it has definitely been harder to pull WNBA players and to pull WNBA golds and emeralds. So you might want to keep that in mind. Your top 8 has 2 WNBA players in it. One of them is going to be guaranteed after you play 80 games, I believe. You do get the Sapphires, so that's guaranteed to be one of them in your top 8. But if you don't pick a WNBA player, will you be able to get a gold pro in order to get in that Sapphire tier? That is the question, and I found that getting NBA golds are much, much easier. So just keep that in mind. Julius Randle starting off at the very bottom, ranked number 42. His total stats is 927. 927 after completely perfect proing, maxing out, and like I said, the Cat card, the Cat Gold Pro, was 1001. So 927 for the lowest rated Julius Randle. And this is, like I said, in order. This will be NBA and WNBA players. Some of these, and I'm still learning, and I'll admit my WNBA knowledge is not the greatest, and I will be learning like a lot of you. But I do know some of them. Laney at 41, Russell at 40. And if I do, like I said, if I do have the stats completely maxed out and I do have the number, I will let you know. But yeah, 927 for the lowest Julius Randle. And then that is, what is that, 39? And then we got Kelsey Mitchell, 38. We got Blake Griffin from the Pistons. Some of these images, man, I really wish we could get some of these images. I don't like how we can't get any of the starter cards. 37, I'll probably mess up this count at some point. 36. 35, TJ Warren. And then Kevin Love. We got Zach LaVine. And then De'Aaron Fox. Nikolai Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan. And I do have his stats. His is at 942. So from the time of DeMar DeRozan and all the way down to Julius Randle. Julius Randle was 927, completely maxed out. DeMar DeRozan is 942, completely maxed out. Brandon Ingram. OG Bolawale. I probably totally messed that up. Devontae Graham. Bradley Beal. Dewana Bonner. I'm the only one that actually picked a WNBA player, at least as far as I know, from my team or anything like that, which I am happy about because the Brittany Griner is rated higher than the Devin Booker, interesting enough. And then we got Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum. We got the Pascal Siakam, and I do have his stats. Pascal Siakam is at 950. Completely maxed out. So Julius Randle 927, and then DeMar DeRozan 942, Siakam 950. And you could slot the other cards when we're going in this order. You can slot the other cards in between there at some point just so you can get an idea again. Then we got Jimmy Butler. There's my D-Book. God, I wish I could get this card, man. I wish I could get this image. Kind of stinks. That's okay. I'll end up getting a Sapphire Devin Booker instead. Jokic. Vandersloot. We got the Trae Young. Then we got Candace Parker. Maya Moore. Brittany Griner. And there is the Brittany Griner, which I did, and she is 966. So the last one we had was Pascal Siakam, and then the Brittany Griner at 966. Then we got the Joel Embiid, Breanna Stewart, and then top 10. This is the top 10 from this point on. Kyrie Irving at number 10. Elena Deladon, number 9. She is the best WNBA, right? I think she is the best. I don't think there's another one above her. Elena Deladon. Maybe there is. Luka Doncic. No, maybe not. Maybe not. No, it is. A'ja Wilson. So she is the best WNBA card at, what is that, number 7? And then we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Damien Lillard, number 5. Number 4, Kawhi Leonard. LeBron James, and LeBron James's stats total completely maxed out, perfect prod, 986. So Brittany Griner, which I think was number 13 or number 14 on the list. She was 966 overall, and LeBron James is 986 overall. So that's 20 points. I mean, that's 20 total points. And like I said, every single point when it comes to just making that Sapphire tier is going to make a difference. So LeBron James, we got number 2, Steph Curry, and then the overall best starter in the game, James Harden, and his total stats, 988. So 988 is the best total stats for the starter card. 927, Julius Randle, is the worst. And hopefully with some of the ones that I gave you, you can kind of gauge what the other ones would be if you were to pick those as your starter. But yeah, those are all 42 starters in the game. And like I said, you do get the cat for free. If you complete the quest, you get the pro. And that is 1001 when it is completely leveled up and maxed out. So if you're only worried about stats, if stats is your only thing you're concerned about, pick the James Harden. But personally, I would probably go with, if you were just going to get stats, I would get the Wilson, or I would get the Deladon as my WNBA, because at least in my experience, what I've done when I've been proing them, I found that I pro'd maybe 4 or 5 golds before I even pro'd my first WNBA player besides for Brittany Griner. But if you play enough, it's really not going to matter, and only stats will matter, and James Harden would be your best bet if you're only worried about stats. Or just pick your favorite player. If it's Julius Randle from the Knicks, and that is the one you wanted, and it's 927, all I can say is just hope you get better Emerald pros, and hope you get good Sapphire pros to make up for the stats. Anyways, guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully it helped you. Hopefully it's gonna help you make the best informative decision possible. If you have not picked your starter yet, and you know what, if you've already picked your starter, hey, at least you got to see the images of the cards that you will never be able to get in this game. Hopefully they change that though. Hopefully as the tiers go on, hopefully they let us pull some of these starters, because like I said, for people like me that want to collect every single star in this game, especially at launch, and especially being that there's going to be multiple seasons, we want to fill the entire catalog. We want to get all these stars, and there's what, 42 of them. There's 84 stars just from the starters, and you're not going to be able to get 82 of them. So that's a little bit frustrating. Let's get our Sapphire pull. It's taken me 60, 70, 80 resets in order to get a Sapphire. It's crazy. Hopefully you can get to Sapphire as quick as possible, because from this point on, after being Sapphire, it is a slow grind. I probably won't end up getting it, but you know, even with all Emerald Pros in your deck, I'm really not even sure if that's enough to get you into Sapphire Plus, which is crazy. So it's gonna be a long grind of trying to get Sapphire Pros, Sapphire Pulls, especially if we don't have an event, you know. But yeah, let's see what we got. Very last pick. Very last pick. Please be a Sap. Please be a pull. Please be a pull. It's an Emerald. It's an Emerald, which I don't get very often. I get Emeralds like 1 out of every 8 or 9 resets. So at least that's better than a gold. I do not have that one, so that is another single for me. And unfortunately, back to the grind of getting, hey, an Emerald. That's actually helping my catalog though. That's the first Emerald support card that I've actually pulled. But anyways, guys, hopefully y'all have a good day and a good weekend. Be on the lookout for some streams and some other videos. Yeah, we're cranking it out. We're trying to get some Sapphires, though it is so hard right now. But y'all take it easy and have the good rest of your day. I am out. Peace.